going on, woke folk? How you doing there? So just up here in the mountains in Colorado, and I've been doing a lot of breathing up here, and just gonna talk about breathing. And I've been into breath work since about mid-May. It's end of August now, and yeah, it's been great. It's amazing. Really, just my head is itchy. It just does a lot of good shit for me, and I got into it from the Wim Hof method, and then learning about Wim Hof and all of his methodology behind breath work and how much it helps, and basically how it saved his life. And you should definitely check him out. And then I've learned some other techniques, a couple from my guy Paul Grosso, who is a healer, and he does cacao ceremonies and other stuff, which I've done one. It was awesome. I'm going to keep doing more, and we do breath work there. And yeah, I am doing this class with Sasha Daygame called Finding the Stillness Within. And first class, we did these really long, deep breaths, and I remember just being like completely blissed out. And he's like, "Luke, looks like he's high on something," and you are. And it's called prana, and it's all around us. And you can get to this point by breathing whenever you want. So how I got to that point, I think, was just like exhaling for 20 seconds in, holding for 20 seconds, exhaling for 20 seconds. But that's basically the pattern that you can do, is for however amount of time you want to do. Maybe 7 seconds would be the minimum for effects to take place. Is you just breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. Or you could not hold after the exhale or whatever. You know, you can play around with it. And Sasha describes breath work as connecting to source energy. And you're also connecting to your body more, because we're all in our heads so much, and the society we live in glorifies logic, and we've created all this technology and all this stuff that, you know, our head and our mind creates, but it doesn't really feed our soul, it doesn't feed our heart, and we're heart-based beings. And my homework for this week is to write down whenever I commit an act of love, and really anything is an act of love, and especially breathing, because you're connecting to source energy, which created us. So breathing is really the most important thing to everyone, to every human being. Even more so than water or food or shelter, because people survive without those things. We can't survive without breathing. We need it. We do it every second. It's like it's as important as your heart beating, because it's happening on autopilot, but most of the time people are just breathing like this, and when you have a panic attack, it's just like caught up here and you can't relax. But when you just chills everything out, and it takes attention away from the constant chatter. So yeah, the longer you can hold in, the longer you can breathe in, the more benefits you'll get. And you know, I might just sit up here and breathe in for long periods of time, and then come back to you all, and you'll see how blissed out I am. So that's what I'm gonna do. Peace. think I am kind of blissed out on the prana right now. I just had this moment. I was playing with this little plant down here and it kind of pricked my finger and just started looking at my hands and just got super present to all the details of my fingers and my hands, and then I just looked out at the rest of this beautiful nature, and yeah, it's just incredible. So grateful, so lucky that I got to get out of the city for 10 days and just be in nature and see these big giant mountains. You know, the day or two before I spoke my truth in front of my family, I just stood out in front of a mountain and I just started speaking to it and soliloquying, asking for it to give me its strength. And while I was doing it, I felt kind of silly and weird, but I had faith. I'm like, I believe in this, and I'm creating that I believe in this, even though I'm having doubts. And it worked. Because you think about a mountain, all these trees, all these leaves, all these animals, bugs, rocks. They don't give a shit about what's going on in the world, what's going on in all of our minds as human beings. You know, they're not connected to us in that way. They just be. They just are. And that's what we can get to while also having the ability to use our bodies and having limbs and fingers that we can grab things with and create things with. So, just about getting out of the mind and into the heart, into the body. Breath. The biggest way that I see right now, along with being kind, being love, giving love, accepting love. Yeah. So I don't have this like look right now or that feeling necessarily, but I have this clarity, it seems. And a deep appreciation for nature. Let's see if I can swindle this around for you guys. I'm big. Oh, jeez Louise. It's cool to have dark nights of the soul that are scary, where you're crying and you're uncertain of what the fuck you're gonna do with your life, what's going on, what does everything mean. And then, after you have those experiences, you just have more appreciation and love and gratitude because you've released things that were not serving you and things that and you get to enjoy life more because you're more present and these things are not obstructing your life, your view. So much. If you're me and I'm you, we're all one. talk to y'all later.